So this may very well be my last uh, quote unquote junk removal video that I post on here. Um, I know I have posted others in the past saying, maybe I can't continue. And then, a couple weeks later, I post a video, saying, hey, I got a job. Um, I'm not necessarily going to stop doing the junk removal. I'm just more than likely not going to be posting videos about them anymore. Reason being is that um, I only get about one job that comes in a week right now, and even those jobs after expenses, I'm walking away with like $20, $30, something like that. So it's just really not worth it. Um, some people might be thinking that I'm posting this video for views. I do get where you're coming from, but I cannot stress enough that this is not the reason why I'm posting this video. Um, I'm not able to work a regular job. You know, I don't have anybody else at home that can take care of my child and either get her up in the morning and get her ready for school or be here, when she gets home from school or be here while I work overnight or anything like that. So it's just not it's just not possible. I mean, realistically, if I was going to go work a regular, even part-time job, the most I could work is like 4 hours a day. And the jobs that are available here in my town, um, they're only paying minimum wage. I know that sounds good, and obviously having a job um, would be better than not, but I do have to divulge a little bit of information here. Um, because of the issues that my daughter has, um, I was working a regular full time job at first, but again, because of her issues, I ended up losing that job. And that employer has basically put in a negative remark with everybody here in Belle Plaine. And anytime I do try to talk to an employer, they come back and say, "Oh, we can't hire you because you're not reliable enough." And in reality, it's not that I don't want to work; it's that my daughter requires a lot of care. And when she was getting sent home from school or daycare because of acting out, or whether it be hitting, punching, kicking, spitting, swearing, anything like that, I didn't have anybody else that could go pick her up, so I had to leave work like 3 or 4 times a week and go pick her up. And so my employer got upset and said, we just can't have you here. And then on top of that, he also has put in a negative, I don't want to say review, but a negative reference to anybody else that I try to get a job with. And that's why I started doing the junk removal, because I needed the money. And that's why I said I basically started this company with no money out of pocket, um, and that I was basically forced to start it overnight because I didn't have any other option. And I didn't have the money to, saved up to start a business because I wasn't planning on starting one. Um, it was like one day I woke up, found out I didn't have a job, couldn't get hired anywhere else. And it was like, holy crap, what am I going to do? Well, I can't fire myself, so that's why I started the company. When I say I started it overnight, obviously I don't literally mean overnight, because I had to get incorporated, get insurance, and all that stuff. And that takes time. But but I mean, that I had all that up and going in like a month. And um, I had done some advertising off and on over the last year and a half or so. But now, because I'm only getting jobs like one a week or two a week, and the jobs are paying so low, I was actually spending more in advertising than I was making doing the jobs. Some people have commented on my videos saying, what about bandit signs and, all that stuff. Well, where I live, if you're going to put up a bandit sign and do it legally, you have to have a permit. And the permits for me, because I don't have any money saved up, it's almost unattainable, because I don't have the money to put forth for the permit, as well as to have like a really catchy, eye pleasing sign done up. You would have to have one printed, and I definitely don't have the money for that. And also, again, where I live, people don't want to see a ton of bandit signs. So people around here are always complaining about bandit signs. And also, you literally legally cannot go door to door where I live either, again, because you have to have a peddler's permit, I believe is what it's called. And if you do go door to door here, you're just getting the doors shut in your face, because nobody wants to deal with somebody walking up to their house and knocking on their door. And what do we have to thank for that? Are the storm chasers. Sorry, not storm chasers, but like people that work for insurance companies and roofing companies and all that. They send people door to door, to try and drum up business. Well, those people have ruined it. So again, it's just really, really difficult. And I really hate to go, leave this YouTube channel, and maybe I'll be back in the future. I'm going to keep the channel up. I'm just not necessarily going to be posting. Again, I just don't see any other choice. I don't really see the benefit of posting videos when I only have like one job a week, and they're really, really small jobs. I mean, you guys have seen me do small jobs before. There's no point in continuing posting the same content over and over and over again, especially when I'm not getting any new subscribers, any more views. In fact, my viewership has gone down. So, I don't see the benefit in that. I'm not trying to sound like a poor me sort of thing. I do have to thank people for the support I have gotten in the past. Again, I just don't really see how I can continue. Anyway, I can see that this video is about 9 minutes long, so I'm going to cut it off. Once again, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video.